Good afternoon, everyone. I was told about a vinegar-free ketchup, organic vinegar-free ketchup that is on YouTube. And Erlene had found it, and she had shared it with me. So now I'm going to share it with you. And anybody that's a Seventh-day Adventist knows who David House is. This happens to be something that he posted on his YouTube channel. So I'm going to give you the ingredients. And I've got my bowl here ready to put the ingredients in it. And like I said, this is organic and it's vinegar free. And the thing of it is that it won't only keep in your refrigerator a short period of time. Hi, good to see you. It only keeps in your refrigerator a short period of time. So if you're not going to use it all, it's going to have to freeze it. That's what I'm going to do. First of all, it calls for 1 28-ounce can of organic tomato paste. Well, I couldn't find any that was 28 inches or 28, so I've got a 29. So this is the puree. Put that in here, and then you've got the tomato paste. You got the puree, and that's the tomato puree. And now I've got the tomato paste. 6-ounce can of tomato paste. It's kind of hard to get it out of this can, but as you can see, this is going to make quite a bit. And I wanted to do this for you with all the ingredients so that you can see what I'm doing. And I've always been looking for a recipe for ketchup that was vinegar free, because the ketchup that you buy in the store all has vinegar in it. You should not be eating anything with vinegar in it whatsoever. None. It's not good for you. Okay, I'm going to throw this in here. Okay. Then it calls for 1/4 to 1/3 cup of turbinado sugar, and I happen to have some turbinado sugar. This is the raw cane sugar, and I've got 1/3 cup. Oh, yeah, isn't it though? And I'm going to pour that in here. And then it also calls for 1 quarter. Let's see. Oh, one. I've got that. 2 teaspoons of your lemon juice, which I think I'll do that right now so I don't forget. And I believe the salt will be last. That's what I was looking for. There's 2 tablespoons. And this is a fresh lemon that I just purchased at the store. It calls for 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. Just enough for 1 lemon. Isn't that something? Okay, there we go. And then you want 1/4 teaspoon. Oh man. And then you got 1/4 teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt, just like that. And you take it and you mix it all together. It's going to be kind of hard to get it mixed, but it's going to be thick at first. And you got to mix it up to get this puree, as you can see in the bowl. Get it all mixed together so it's smooth. No, pink salt, Himalayan pink salt. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. I use some. I don't use a lot, so I'm going to have to freeze it. But I thought I would come in here and give you this recipe because I know a lot of people do use ketchup, and you don't. And since we're not allowed to have anything with vinegar, you know, we shouldn't be eating ketchup with vinegar. All your vinegar and all the ketchup in the store, every bit of it has vinegar in it. This is vinegar free, and I'm thankful to Erlene for finding this. And once she found it, then I looked it up and watched it again. I watched it on my phone, then I went on my computer and watched it again. But you can see it's trying to get it just the right consistency. And you want to just stir it. I probably could have used a whisk on it. Probably would help it, but I'm afraid I might whisk it out of the... Yes, it is. You do not want to know. You don't want to eat anything with vinegar. It's fermented. You don't put that in your stomach. What's wrong with apple cider vinegar? The same thing. It's fermented. You should not be using it. It's not good for your body. Anything that's fermented and rancid, you do not want to put that in your body. Oh, blessings to you too. So, I won't be able to hold the bowl up too much. I can tilt it a little bit, but I don't want it coming out. Coming out on the... Let me get a Kleenex just a minute. Sorry about that. My nose is giving me a problem. But anyway, You don't want to use anything with vinegar in it at all. It's not good for you. Hi, Sister Love. Good to see you. Richard, I have just made a vinegar-free, if you can see it in the bowl, just made a vinegar-free ketchup. And it's a very simple recipe. I'll give you the recipe. I'm going to post this up on Facebook, and I'm also going to post it up on YouTube. The ingredients are 1 28-ounce can of your tomato puree. And they didn't have 28 ounce. It was 29, so I had to buy it. And you got a 6 ounce of the tomato paste. Why they put both of them together, I think it's probably because you have to thin it out. You don't want it real thin, so the tomato paste will kind of thicken it up a little bit. As you can see it on the spoon, it's a very good consistency. And this is the only way I can really show it without tipping it out. But this is what it looks like after you make it. And then it calls 1/4 to 1/3 cup of raw sugar. And they use turbinado, which I happen to have. No, it's not. It's not good for you. It's rancid. I used to eat it many years ago. It's not good for you. There again, you're using vinegar. Doesn't it though? And it has no vinegar in it. Look at that. And it's better for you. And if you like ketchup, and I eat ketchup all the time, because like you go to Walmart, buy Heinz ketchup or any of those other ketchup, even the ones that they say are organic. Hi, Laura, good to see you. Even the ones they say that are organic, you look on the back of them, they still put vinegar in them. We aren't supposed to have anything with vinegar. Oh, no, you sure didn't. You come right on. And like I said, I put a 1/3 cup of the turbinado cane sugar, raw cane sugar. Walmart has that, and I bought a bag of it a while back. Hi, good to see you. A 1/4 teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt, and then 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. What I did is I bought a lemon this morning, and I squeezed it out. This is what goes on top of the container. I just had the lemon juice in, and I just squeezed the juice out and cast down into the container. And it was 2 tablespoons, exactly what I needed. So they say it's real lemon juice, or it's fresh lemon juice is better than the actual. Why don't I like vinegar? It's harmful to your body. You're not supposed to put that in your body. Not at all. Well, you shouldn't have either one. There's nothing wrong with oil, depending on what it is. Coconut oil or olive oil, any of them are really, really good. But you don't want to put vinegar in your body. Yes, yes it is. And if those that want to see, I'm going to hold the spoon up. I can't hold the bowl up because I don't want it coming out. But this is what it looks like on the spoon, as you can see. Hi, good to see you. Here is my vinegar-free ketchup. And this is by David House. Anybody knows who David House is? He has a YouTube channel, and I did not know he did. And when Erlene had found it, I started watching, and I thought, no, you don't cook it at all. No. Yes, it does look like regular ketchup. Well, it's bad for your whole system. Doesn't it, though? You don't have to worry about... But like I said, if you make this, if you got a big family, you'll probably use it up pretty fast. If you don't have a big family, and you're by yourself or whatever, there's only 2 or 3 of you, you're going to have to stick it in the refrigerator for a little while, and then the rest of it you have to put it in the freezer because it won't keep. Yeah, vinegar, you don't want that. See, this has no alcohol or anything in it. I know exactly what I put in here. Everything I put in here is good for me. I put the tomato paste, the tomato puree. Hi, good to see you. Oh, I don't delete any of my scopes. I leave all my scopes up because I don't delete them because they're very valuable to people. Yes, it was. It's actually really rich. You can only eat just a little bit at a time, but it's still very, very good. Really, really good. I would have done this. Yeah, you're right. You really do. You really do. I would have done this Periscope earlier, but my son had come. I was expecting him to come, and he didn't come for an hour later than he was supposed to. So I thought I'd wait till he was done doing what he had to do here, and then I was going to do this. But I wanted you people just to see that there is such a thing as vinegar-free ketchup out there. And it's the same color, because your ketchup in the store has tomatoes in it. But by the time they get done, it goes through the processing, and they put vinegar in it and all kinds of crap in it that your body shouldn't be having. You don't put that kind of stuff in your body. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't either. But I didn't even know he had one. And I'm glad I happened to that Erlene stumbled across it by accident, and then she told me about it, because now I was able to share it with you. Oh yeah, I just have a stuffy nose. I'm okay, Richard. It's just that my nose plagues me once in a while. But thank you anyway. Um, Hi, Regina. I'm going to hold the spoon up, but I made vinegar-free ketchup, and I will tell you what I used. It called for a 28-ounce can of tomato puree. They didn't have 28 ounces. They had 29, so I had to get that. A 6-ounce can of the tomato paste, a quarter to a third cup of turbinado sugar, cane sugar. I bought that at Walmart. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. I bought an actual lemon and juiced it, and it takes a quarter teaspoon of your Himalayan pink salt, and that's basically all there is. And look how good that looks. It looks just like ketchup, and it won't keep. Hi, good to see you. It won't keep as good to see you, Regina. It won't keep about a week in the refrigerator. So if you don't use it up, they say you can freeze it. Now, for those that are just coming on, this was David House's. He has a website on YouTube. I can't remember the name of it now. If Earlene's in here, she could give you the name of it. But it's he's in with the health ministry. So it was with him. He had some guests, and they showed you how to make the vinegar-free ketchup. And I thought this was really, really interesting to make. I think I got some bots in here. Somebody asked that question before, so I'm just going to take care of that one. Saving Health Ministries, that's right. So look on Saving Health Ministries. In fact, what I did is I went and subscribed to his ministry. Yeah, it sure does. Black pepper. And I don't even use the regular salt. I use either the sea salt or Himalayan pink salt, which are better for you. But this called for Himalayan pink salt, and I had plenty of it. I mean, it's just basically all you do is just stir this up, and look how good that looks. It looks like real ketchup, but without the vinegar. Is salt okay? Use it in moderation. I wouldn't use the regular iodized salt you get in the store. I don't anymore. If the recipe calls for salt, I either use the Himalayan pink salt, or I use sea salt. Well, hi Hugh, good to see you. Here is what my vinegar-free ketchup looks like. It's a real simple recipe. I'll give you the recipe if Nico wants to make it. I'm going to post it up on Facebook, and I'll post it up on YouTube so Nico can make it if she wants to. 1 28-ounce can of tomato puree. Although they didn't have 28 ounces, they only had 29. And a 6-ounce can of the tomato paste. A quarter to a third cup of your raw cane sugar. Turbinado is what they use, and that's exactly what I had. A quarter teaspoon of the Himalayan pink salt, and 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. I bought some lemons this morning, and I squeezed the juice out of them, and I had exactly 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And that's all there is to make this, and it looks just like ketchup. And as I was telling people, it won't keep very long because you don't have vinegar in it. Because vinegar is like a preservative. There's nothing in here that preserves it. So it may last a week or so in your fridge, and after that you're going to have to freeze it. It'll keep a lot longer in the freezer. I haven't tasted it yet, but I will get a little spoon and I will taste it. Just a minute. It tastes just like real ketchup. Real ketchup without the vinegar. Very, very good. So I suggest if you want to make this, it does. I just tasted it. It tastes just like ketchup but without the vinegar. Whose YouTube channel are you asking about? Because I do have a YouTube channel. If you're following me on Facebook, it's Karen Watterson. If you want to follow me on YouTube, it's also Karen Watterson. I also have an Instagram, which is Karen Watterson 1948. Oh, it's Karen Watterson is my YouTube channel. Just search for Karen Watterson. I take all my my Periscope videos and post them up on YouTube. I do have them in playlists because I do more than just cookie scopes. I do prophecy scopes. I do health nuggets and things like that. Yes, that's what it is. And also, like I said, I'm on Instagram, Karen Watterson 1948. And I'm also on Twitter as well. And it's the same username on Twitter as it is on here, KSW48 _ Karen. Hi Claude, good to see you. Here's my vinegar-free ketchup. And for anybody who wants to know, vinegar is not a very good thing to put in your body. You want to make your body as free from that stuff as you can. And when I was told about this recipe and I found out about it, I thought, wow, I'm going to make this for everybody because I know that people want to eat vinegar-free ketchup. You know, like I said, you can buy it organic in the store. But look on the back. It still has vinegar in it because I've seen it. Like Annie's ketchup, it has vinegar in it. All of them have vinegar in it. You don't need that. This is a keeper. This is a recipe that you can do over and over again and never get tired of it. Because I just tasted a little bit of it and it tastes really, really good. It tastes just like ketchup, but you don't have the vinegar. Now, the lemon juice will replace the vinegar because people like to put apple cider vinegar in a lot of recipes. When it calls for apple cider vinegar, I leave it out. On lemon juice is the best you can use, too. It makes it taste really good. It gives it that tanginess that your ketchup has. It gives it that tanginess without being real tangy because your vinegar is real tangy. And so it wouldn't be as tangy with your lemon juice as it is with the vinegar. And I'm glad I could come in here and do this because this was easy peasy to make. And I'm glad that I've got so many on here that are willing to share this. I'll hold this up one more time so you can see it. This is what it looks like on the spoon. Very, very simple. I would not suggest making any hot sauce. I don't go for hot sauce. I don't think you should be eating hot things like that. Granted, some Adventists will make a lot of hot dishes and take them to potluck. And boy, they're so hot you can't get them down. I don't like hot stuff. I like stuff that are mild. And this is very, very mild. This is not hot at all. It's very good. It tastes good. I just tasted it. And look at it. Looks just like ketchup. You wouldn't know that it doesn't have vinegar in it unless you come on here and you find out it doesn't. Yeah, probably, but I wouldn't use that either. Anything with cayenne pepper, I leave that out. In fact, I don't use black pepper either. It's like Regina said. It's not good for your system. I don't use black pepper. If a recipe calls for black pepper, I just leave it out. That's one thing about recipes. You can tweak them to your liking. You can put into them what you can have, and you leave out what you can't have. That's what I like to do. I like to tweak my recipes to suit me because, everybody's taste buds are different. Mine are different than yours. Yours are different than mine. And you're not going to like the same things I like, and I'm not going to like the same things you like. But we can all come to one agreement, and that is we all need to start eating healthy. We need to get away from the refined sugars, get away from your meat, your eggs, your dairy, cheese, all that. Get rid of every bit of it. Don't touch it. And I went cold turkey. When I stopped eating meat, stopped eating cheese, I went cold turkey. It was a little hard at first, but I walk away from that meat counter and never give it a second glance. I don't buy any cheese anymore. I don't buy any eggs. I don't buy any of that anymore because the hens. If you see the hens, the chickens, the way they are in pens, there's so many of them. If you watch the movie Forks Over Knives, you'll never look at chickens the same way again because they're so crammed up in one area and they lie in their own feces and everything. It's terrible. And it's just not good, and the hens are diseased. Therefore, the eggs are not going to be healthy for you either. Hi, Jamal. Welcome. Good to see you. Here's my vegan-free ketchup. Vinegar-free ketchup. I found it on David House's website. Erlene had pointed out to me this morning, and he had a nice YouTube video on it. So I went and copied down the recipe and did it for you people. And I'll tell you what it has in it, Jamal. It's got a 29-ounce can of tomato puree. I couldn't find 28 ounces because Walmart only had 29. So I got a 29-ounce can. And then your tomato paste, a 6-ounce can of that. You have to have the thickness there. A quarter to a third cup of turbinado sugar, which Walmart has, and I bought that a while back. I used a third of a cup of that. A quarter teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt, and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And I bought a fresh lemon and I squeezed it, and it come out real good. Oh yeah! Oh, thank you so much. Yes, I don't come in here and do a periscope or do a cooking scope unless it has substance, unless I'm going to help people live healthy, because we all need to live healthy. I know Jamal, he uses the same carob that I do. I use vegan carob chips, and And if you're wondering about the pie, I made a creamy carob peanut butter pie the other day, Jamal. If you want to know see that, I've got it up on YouTube, and I've also posted up on Facebook as well, a picture of it, and it's very, very good. And it's good for me too. I mean, it's a little rich, but it's good. But as you can see, this ketchup looks just like ketchup without the vinegar. Like I said, go to Walmart and go to the ketchup aisle and check out the ketchups that are on the shelves. Pick them up and see what you find on them. Every one of them have vinegar, even the ones that say they're organic. They claim they're organic and they're non-GMO, but yet they put vinegar in them. Why is that? I really don't know why they put vinegar in everything. Vinegar is rancid. It's putrid. You don't want to put that stuff in your body. I wouldn't suggest you buy anything with vinegar in it. Any recipes that call for apple cider vinegar or lemon juice, I will use the lemon juice and leave the apple cider vinegar out, because lemon juice vinegar is a preservative. And so therefore, this will only be kept, they said, in about a week in the refrigerator. Otherwise, they said you're going to have to freeze it. Because if you make the ketchup and have vinegar in it, like your ketchup you buy in the store with vinegar in it, it's going to keep a long time. Long shelf life because of the vinegar. But this doesn't. Without the vinegar in it, it's not a long shelf life at all. And since it's just me, and I do eat ketchup once in a while, I'm going to have to put this in the freezer. And, and it keeps indefinitely. So but I'm kind of glad I could come in here and do this, because I wanted people to see that there is a way to make ketchup without adding vinegar to it. You can see on the spoon, look how nice that really is, and the color of it. It's just beautiful. And it come out real nice just by stirring it. It's all mixed and everything. Look at that. Oh, you want the recipe for the peanut butter carrot pie? It's up on my profile, Jamal, because I just did it the other day. I posted up I did post it up on Facebook. You're following me on Facebook, and I put the recipe up on Facebook. So feel free to check it out there. I think I also did the Periscope on it, so I believe it's in my profile, because I don't delete any of them, and it's real good. So, got a bot in here. These bots are horrible. Repeating your... Yeah, somebody likes your comment, Jamal, because they repeated it. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so very welcome. And like I said, every recipe that I make, I like to post it up on Facebook, because I have a lot of followers on Facebook, and I post the recipe there as well. The picture as well as the recipe, because people like to know what I made, how I made it, and I can show them that. And I post it up on YouTube too, because I take all my Periscope videos and put them up on YouTube, because there are some people I have on YouTube that are following me that are not on my Periscope. So that comes in very handy to have them in there like that, and getting a lot of comments on my videos. It's really amazing how many people really enjoy my cooking videos. Even some I have on Periscope go in there and watch YouTube videos, and they'll ask me questions and say that they really liked it. And I'm hoping that people will be able to make this too. This is a simple recipe. It is very easy peasy. And if you know David House, he's healthy. He's an Adventist. He's healthy living. We should all be like that. Want to keep our body fresh and keep our body healthful. And the only way we can do that is make things that are healthy for our bodies. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I try real hard. I'm not perfect, but I'm sure giving it a go at it anyway. I like helping other people, because if I can help other people be healthy, I'm all for that. It's well worth it to me to come in here and show different recipes that I've found so that other people can be healthy too. And since this recipe is so easy to make, it's stuff that you have in your pantry. If you don't, you just go buy it. I went and bought the tomato paste with puree this morning and the lemon. I had everything else. Yeah, I know. Nobody was born a chef. You're right. It takes a little practice. And I do make mistakes. I mean, I supposedly was supposed to be making an omelet yesterday that turned out not to be an omelet. It ended up being, I just called it eggless scramble, because it didn't turn out to be an omelet because I cooked it too fast. But see, it's a trial and error. You learn by doing. If I don't try to do it and I don't make mistakes, I'm never going to learn either. Oh, I'm glad, because this is a journey that was a struggle for a long time. You know, I was the kind of person that I'd put on weight and I'd lose weight. Then I'd put on more weight and lose weight. And it was a yo-yo. I was on a yo-yo diet, but now it's not that way. I can lose weight, maybe fluctuate a pound or two, but it comes back off, and I know that I'm doing right because I'm getting myself down to a manageable size, a mini-me as I call it. And people are telling me I look better. It's hard for me to understand that. Yes, I will, because my daughter-in-law she's a vegetarian. She's not a vegan, but anything that she puts on the table that I can't eat, I won't eat it. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. She does eat eggs. She uses eggs, and the reason for that is she has a side business of making cakes, birthday cakes, anniversary cakes, wedding cakes, and they call for eggs. So she hasn't made anything without eggs as far as cakes concerned. I don't think she knows there's recipes out there that can be made without eggs. But anyway, she has that side business and got a license to do it. So they still eat eggs, they still eat cheese, and I skip the cheese. I won't eat cheese. In fact, Thanksgiving dinner, I never ate anything of the meat. I passed the turkey by. Well, that might be true, but you still don't want to eat them anyway. You shouldn't be wanting to eat them. If you want to eat eggs, you can make a chia egg. You can take some chia seeds, pour it into a bowl, and pour water on that, and make yourself an egg, and let it sit up on your counter for about 10-15 minutes, and it becomes like a gel. And you could make eggs that way. They also have egg replacers. The best thing to do is just give up eggs altogether because they're not good for you. I finally gave them up, and I don't miss them one bit. You know what I do? If I want what they call scrambled eggs, you know what I do? And in fact, I'll probably do it tomorrow again. I'll probably Periscope again. Make scrambled tofu. That replaces the eggs, and it tastes just as good. The tofu itself doesn't have any flavor, but when you add everything to it, like your veggies or your spices and things like that, it flavors it up and it makes it taste just like scrambled eggs. And it's really good for you. It's healthy. Okay. I've never heard of that. Anything that you can find as an egg substitute, I would go do that. You can use it in scrambled tofu. Well, I'm gonna make the scrambled tofu the recipe I have, but then I'm gonna add other things to it. I'm gonna add onions to it. I'm gonna add a little tomatoes to it, things like that, and spruce it up, and peppers, yellow and red peppers. It was a sheet of egg. Did it not thicken up enough? Because maybe you didn't leave it long enough. But you got to make sure you leave it long enough. Because if you don't, it's not going to get thick. It's not going to get thick at all. As that's the trick to it, is leaving it sit long enough. That could be what you did. Oh yeah, flax eggs. I don't have the flax seeds per se, but I do have the ground flax. I don't think you can make a flax egg out of that. I have never tried it. What pastry do I use for my pies? Well, when I made that creamy carob peanut butter pie, what I used was a graham cracker crust. I bought graham cracker crust, and I just poured the filling inside that graham cracker crust, and then I took organic coconut, and I sprinkled it on top. I garnished it on top. In fact, I will get that. Now, it's already had a couple pieces out of it, but I'll show you what it looks like. This is the creamy carob peanut butter pie. As you can see, I've got a few pieces out of it, but it is so good. It is absolutely delicious. It's a little rich. Yes, I have finished making it. Here is the end result. It's very simple to make. You can see it on the spoon. You just have to go back and watch the replay if you want to see exactly how I made it and what ingredients I used. But it's real easy to make, and it's everything that you would have in your pantry. I didn't have the tomato paste. I didn't have the tomato puree, so I went and bought them this morning because that's what it called for. And a lemon. Okay, good, because I show you step by step exactly how I made it. Doesn't it, though? Doesn't it look yummy? And no vinegar in it. Look at that. No vinegar in it. I tasted it a little bit ago because somebody wanted me to taste it. It tastes just like ketchup. Identical to ketchup, but it doesn't have the vinegar in it. Now, I will tell you this, that you people just coming in, this only keeps for about a week or so in your refrigerator because it doesn't have the vinegar in it, so therefore there's no preservatives in it. So the best thing you could do would be to freeze it and use it that way. Just freeze it and take a little bit off that you need because it'll keep better that way. Because you put it in the refrigerator, it's not going to last. Yeah, that's probably right. Yeah, more than anything. But I've seen recipes out there that use chia eggs for different things. Now, I am trying to find another chia seed pudding recipe because the one I have is just plain. Well, it's got almond milk in that in it. But they have a carob chia seed pudding that I want to make. But I've got to find a good recipe that I like, and I may scope that too, where you put carob powder in the chia seeds as well as the almond milk. Now that'll make a good chia seed pudding. Very, very good, because carob is very, very good for us. So before I get off of here, I'll show you the ketchup one more time. This is what it looks like on the spoon. Isn't that beautiful? It looks very, very pretty. It's nice and it really mixed up really well. That's why you use the tomato paste and the puree, because you don't want it, because the puree is real thin where the paste is a little on the thick side. So you kind of have it in between. So yes, it is. It's a very bright red. Well, you know ketchup is made out of tomatoes anyway, but you know, like I said, the organic ketchup, why do they have to go and put vinegar in it? They ruin it when they put vinegar in it, and vinegar makes the ketchup really, really strong. This is not strong tasting, and the lemon juice would kind of replicate the taste of the vinegar anyway. So that's why it's got lemon juice in it. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, a real lemon, because I went out and bought lemon this morning, and I squeezed the juice out and got exactly 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. So it's going to be very, very good. I'm going to take this and I'm going to take a jar or a container and I'm going to freeze it up and put it in my, so I can have some for later. So, but I think I'm going to go for now because I haven't really eaten anything yet and I need to eat something. But I thank you all for coming in and sharing with other people. And I will post this up on Facebook. I will post it up on YouTube. And so you can follow me there if you're not. Karen Watterson on Facebook and Karen Watterson on YouTube. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Karen Watterson 1948 on Instagram. And also and on Twitter, it's the same username as here, KSW48_Karen. You're very, very welcome. I thank you all for coming in. So pleased that you came in because you guys keep me grounded, keep me going. You too, you keep me grounded, and it's because of you that I come in here and can share these periscopes, because I know people like my cookie scopes because I share valuable information. And I know this is very valuable because if you love ketchup like I do, you don't have to worry about having vinegar anymore. And this is going to be a keeper. This is one I can make. You can make it over and over again. So thank you all for coming in. I hope you all have a great and marvelous day wherever you might be. Take care. God bless, and bye-bye.